The Department of Labour reports that, on average, 5 people die and hundreds more are seriously injured in quad bike accidents on farms every year. In 2010, a campaign was launched with the aim of working towards safer quad bike use on farms. Health and Safety Inspector Terry Williams explains.
The project has come about as a result of the high number of serious harm accidents the industry has had over the last 10, 20 years. On average, we'd have around about 850 accidents per year, which are serious harm accidents and involve ACC payments. And we also have a large number of minor accidents too that go unreported. Deaths we have on average around about 5 a year on farms, although last year I believe it was up to nearly 15. Oh, Mark, how's things?
Not bad.
It's a story? Good. Now, what I'm here for is to have a look at the quad bikes to check that they're up to warranted fitness standard. So, how many bikes do you have?
We've got this one quad and a couple of two-wheelers.
Oh, yeah. We're conducting a number of farm visits on dairy farms mainly because they employ a number of staff. We'll go onto the farm, we'll have a look at the quad bikes, find out how many they've got, what training people have had, and hopefully that they've been and carried out a course to ride not only quad bikes but also motorbikes as well.
We've got to think about a few things for maintenance of the bike, things that you would check each day. Anybody got any ideas what you'd check each day?
Tyre pressure.
Tyre pressure. That's a very good point with these, tyre pressure. We're a private training establishment. We provide agricultural, horticulture and apicultural training throughout New Zealand. The problem is the machines are a lot more dangerous than they're given credit for. You know, people think you can just jump on and ride one, but they're quite a powerful machine. One of the issues with quad bikes is its weight. People don't realise they're made reasonably sturdy. So this one here weighs about 280 kilos. You know, so for instance, if you weren't wearing a helmet and you turned the bike over, the first thing to happen to hit the ground is your head. And 280 kilos on your head's not a good show, really. Anything else you think's good for a daily check? Brakes. Make sure you've got some brakes, okay? And the easy way to do that is to actually just, well, the handbrake's on there at the moment, we'll take that off, but you can roll the bike backwards and forward and you can check you've actually got some brake. First key factor is maintenance. A lot of people don't understand things, daily checks. These tyres run at around 4 psi, which is really low. So if you lose 1 or 2 psi out of one tyre, it's going to unbalance the bike quite significantly. So we spend a bit of time on maintenance because a well-maintained bike does what you want it to do when you want to do it. So obviously we start off with a helmet if we're going to ride the bike. When we put the helmet on, the important thing is we don't have any other hats on, okay? Because if you have another hat on, you can strangle yourself if it slides off the back. So you need to make sure it's a firm fit. Well, this one's already set up for me. Helmets are a big issue and yeah, they're not very cool. You like to think you're invincible, and that's one of the reasons people don't like to wear helmets, because they don't want to think about health and safety each time they hop on the bike. And it starts to make them think about those things. These particular helmets were designed specifically for use on quad bikes on farms, which is why there's nothing over your ears, so you can hear dogs and you can hear stock and you can hear what's going on. It is a really important part. As we said before, first thing to hit the ground is your head, so you need to protect it. And that's the long and short of it, really. Give it a go. But once you get on board the bike, one of the main things is active riding. This is not a passive bike. It looks like it's a two-seater bike, but it's actually a one-seater bike. And the reason the seat's long is so that you can actively move your body around on the seat to help you with the type of terrain that you're covering. So active riding just means moving your body so that you can help manage the machine in the best way. So one of the main things about carriers is that we shouldn't overload them. So the front carrier takes 30 kgs and the back carrier takes 60 kgs on this particular bike. But obviously refer to your handbook and the stickers in case it may be different. So, you know, sticking a 200 kg bale on the back of it is obviously overloading the bike. So your suspension is going to be on the floor and it's going to affect how you ride. You're going to have very little steering and also how you're going to stop. I mean, the brakes aren't made for it. It isn't safe to have two up on a quad bike, particularly when you use it in difficult terrain, because that just makes it a whole lot worse. Because if you have to carry a passenger, you should definitely never carry them on a hill. And that's where you'll choose to use that over your four-wheel drive. Children in quad bikes are a problem. You know, they don't have that ability to make good decisions. They also don't have the weight and mass to control the bike, but also you can't reach the brakes properly and things like that. I don't believe children should ride quad bikes at all, but there are small ones that are made specifically for younger people to use, and that's what it should be. You know, it's about their mass.
This program was made with funding from New Zealand On Air.